sure that you can reload the stream. I mean, if you are watching this, you don't have to reload, because then the update went just fine. So now we are into the 1 versus 1s, which all comes down to individual skill. And the 1 versus I just started, and this is going to be the first fight we're going to be watching. We're going to be watching Klot versus Dookie Booty. Now we do see the Rat Lord here, an absolute Venge Max fighting a range Ragger with a Mysticer. Now I do know that you guys like to see the best fight. You want to see the main person of your team, and I understand that. But while 128 people are still alive, it is very hard for me to find a very specific individual fight, right? Once we go down to maybe 32 people or 16, I can find individual fights, but until that point, we're just going to be spectating the best max fight that we can find. And we first have our fight, Clutch. Oh wait, sorry, there we go. We can actually watch the Rat Lord first up, Mike Hawk. The Rat Lord is going to be having an easy win here, although, versus Mike Hawk. Let's see if we can find something a little bit more intense. The thing is that I can't specifically choose which fight I spectate. I can only look for a random fight, and it will then skip towards a completely random fight. There's no way for me to go to a very specific individual fight that you guys request. So all I can do now is try and skip and find a decent fight, which I guess this one will find just right. We have the Lars... Wait, actually, that's not too bad of a fight. There we go, here. This Red versus Last Elysian. Here we go. Here we have two max players fighting head-on. Now, for this first round, as we can see, a lot of these players have a lot of brews, Ceridome brews. Now, once the first round is over, the game is going to give them their own set of food. But for this first fight, they had the ability to bank, which means they could have gotten out as much food as they wanted. So these fights are going to take a little longer, the first rounds, but as soon as we get into the second round, it's going to be a lot easier. Now, this red for the Alliance. We see the Elysian with basically max, no max boots, what we do see him with the Dragon Crossbow, whereas this red only has Morrigan Javelins to his disposal. Now, interesting enough, this red actually brought the Occult Necklace, whereas Last Elysian did not. Last Elysian currently has his opponent frozen, and currently DDing under his opponent, which means that if your opponent is frozen, it obviously means it can't move, which is what we exactly see right here. Your opponent can't move, and then you can move under him so he can't see you, and then you can do some surprise attacks your opponent might not be able to predict. Last Elysian now within melee range, this rat as well. Both players frozen into place, which means they can now use all three attack styles, but this rat is going to be unfrozen within 2 seconds here, and we're going to see him move away from this area and try and catch another freeze on the Last Elysian is what I predict. Now this rat is, there we go, he caught the freeze on the Elysian, now does the exact thing what I mean, DDing under the Last Elysian. The Last Elysian is a little bit of a disadvantage here, but we do see that the rat is actually down some food. So we're gonna see the Last Elysian now trying to catch that second freeze here on the rat, but both players are still splashing. Now there's rat caught the freeze on the Last Elysian and immediately DDs on their Last Elysian, which is not what you're looking for. Now Last Elysian is trying to go in for a VLS here, but if this rat moves out too much, which is exactly what he did, he cannot be VLS, which is very smart. This is why DDing gives you such a big advantage, because you can play with your opponent, and your opponent can only react to your plays. So whoever is DDing is basically in control of the fight at that moment. Now this rat trying to catch another freeze, and he immediately does, where the Last Elysian still hasn't caught a single freeze except for his first one, which is very unfortunate. Last Elysian still up on food though. He's been dealing consistent damage on this rat, even though he is being outmaneuvered every single time. But the Last Elysian now very low on health, 55 health, gets pulled at 31, drops it down to 17. Ooh, the 0 Javelin on Prey Melee did not come in. The Last Elysian could have been chance there, could have been something. This rat could have gone for a Steady's Warhammer spec, or at least a Morrigan Javelin spec to try and finish off his opponent, but he did not. Now, still, this rat and Last Elysian on the same fight. Last Elysian still up in some food, but the rat is making a little bit of a comeback. This rat still trying to catch that freeze. I mean, the Last Elysian, sorry. Last Elysian still has not caught a single freeze. There we go. Finally, this rat has been frozen. Now, Last Elysian still frozen himself, but within 3 seconds, we're going to see the unfreeze, and we're going to see him move under his opponent, most likely. Last Elysian hasn't moved under his opponent just yet. Trying to juke it out. Does not seem that he wants to DD. This rat almost getting unfrozen. Gets in for the 13 VLS. But only it's at 13. Now this rat still trying to throw out this javelin. Still trying to catch the freeze. Both players. Now this rat should be frozen. Last Elysian could go for the DD. He is not frozen himself currently, but I don't think he's going for it. Last Elysian, now frozen himself, manages to stay one-on-one. There we go. Finally going in for the DD. Knows that his opponent is frozen and tries to play with it. Now the rat down to roughly 5 brews, whereas the Last Elysian has a lot of brews left. So we're definitely going to see the Last Elysian take the victory here, unless this rat can pull off a miracle. And don't get me wrong, we've seen miracles happen before. This rat could still technically come back, but it's obviously very unlikely. Last Elysian, as long as he keeps on the focus, makes no mistakes, he's going to make it through. And then once we do get down to 32 people or 64, we have a little bit more in terms of options in what we can do when it comes to spectating. As I said before, currently all we can really do is just find a random fight and spectate that one. Last Elysian, up a lot of brews. This rat, only 4 brews left. Trying to catch those blood barrages, which a blood barrage heals you for a certain amount of percentage compared to what you did in damage. So if you are a little bit low in health, you can cast a blood barrage rather than an ice barrage, and that way you can heal some of that damage back. Let me see if we can get the music back. There we go. Music now continues. Alright, Last Elysian still tanking, still being just fine, but look at this. This rat, since we last checked, has only used 2 doses of brews, whereas the Elysian has used a little bit more. So this rat making a very slow comeback, but Last Elysian now caught the freeze on this rat and now tries to work in. Look at this. This is exactly what I mean with being in control of the fight. Last Elysian just got 3 hits in, and the rat only got 1 hit in. Under there, 2 hits, only got 1 hit back. But Last Elysian making use this DD mechanic and making sure that he can stay in control of this fight. The rat now down to roughly 2.5 brews. Missing so many prayers. I mean, yeah. It's, obviously I would like to view the best possible fight that I can find for you guys with 128 players remaining, and there probably being like 15 fights that you guys really want to see. It's hard for me to find that specific fight, right? But the Last Elysian down to 46 speed, gets Javelin to 32, could be in some trouble here. Next Javelin hits a 0. The rat, no percentage on spec left to be able to go in for the Warhammer, but it could have been something. Now Last Elysian 8 back to full, caught the freeze on the rat, and now DD's back on the rat. The rat still tanking, still trying to throw in those javelins. 83 HP on the rat, 2 brews left. The rat is camping the occult. No more restores. Good call. The rat is out of restores. And we have seen this before. Now the rat still has 99 magic, which means he hasn't brewed just yet. But the moment he takes 1 brew sip, it will be impossible for him to catch another barrage, which will put him at a big disadvantage, which will basically make it he can only use melee and range. Now Elysian putting in some good damage, trying to get in the focus. This rat, all he can do now is eat and survive, but it will not be enough. 72 HP, 80 HP, 1 brew dose remaining. He now has basically 1 magic level. When he's the Elysian, what he should be doing is just be casting barrages over and over again. Means look at this. He just got 32, 32, 32. With his mage level being this low, barrage is going to be 100% accuracy. Goes in reveal aspect, hits a 16 for the KO. Last Elysian making it through the next round. And we see another person dying right there. Let's see, another fight going on. Nope. Ah, here we go. Still one more fight. We have Last Arcane versus Xi. Xi down to 2 brews. Last Arcane as well. Very close fight here. But look at this. Look at Last Arcane. Last Arcane's gear isn't the best. Look at Last Arcane. He's using a Black D'hide body and a rune crossbow. Now look at Key. Key has an Armadillo chestplate and an Armadillo crossbow, which means he outgears his opponent by quite a bit. And the fact that this fight is so equal is very impressive. But look at this. Key, the same exact mistake. No more restores. He has no prayer. Look at that. 0 prayer points, and he has no restores. He can't do anything. Why are people mismanaging their restore ratio? It happens every single time. Come on, man. Bring an extra restore. Stay safe. Oh, this man is out of prayer. This man is actually out of prayer. For all we know, maybe he just brought 2 little restores and he was up on the fight. And because he didn't bring enough restores, he just ran out. He ran out of prayer. And that's going to cost him. Last Arcane, now 3 brew doses left. Kia, 2 brew doses left. Still out of prayer. Nothing he can do. He has an ACB, I know, man, but he has no prayer. There's nothing he can do. Goes in for the Warhammer Spec. It's a 0. Key still trying to get in those bolts. But I think all his stats just might be 0. No range level, no mage level, no melee levels. Nothing left for him to do except to die. Last Arcane goes in for the Warhammer Smack. Another Warhammer Spec at the 0. Should go in for the KO here. Roughly 11 on still 18 HP remaining. Last Arcane goes in for both. It's a big 49. And Key finally drops. Oh, man. Key should have brought another restore, man. Should have brought another restore. We still have one more fight going. We have a Free Smoke versus Crab. Now, Free Smoke's about to die. There's a little bit of a range ragger fight. Not much content going on here. But look at this. Crab as well. No fucking restore. Hello? Are people even bringing restores to these fights? What's happening? Hello? Oh, God. It triggers me, dude. Honestly. Bring a fucking restore, honestly. But he does make it. And he does win the fight. But with no prayer left. Nah. Okay, Oko. A little bit of an overkill. This man has 4 restores left over. Hello? Oh, nobody can get the ratio right. We go from no restores back to back to back to some guy with 4 restores remaining. Oh, no. Oh, no. Nobody can get it right. Oko, what are you doing? Tanking these DDS specs. Goes in for DDS poke. It's a 5. Another DDS poke. It's a 2. Bolt coming in. It's a 0. Bolty Bolt comes in. Another 0. Jag, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. And there we go. 7 restores? No, 4 restores. This guy has 4 restores remaining. Alex, thanks for the follow as well. BTN, MSDDN, Lady, Kali, thank you all for the follows. I appreciate it. If you do enjoy content like this, make sure to follow the stream, because I do stream these type of tournaments more often. And we're gonna quickly see if we can find a max fight. Here we go. T-Ver versus Cow2. Max fight's there. It's super. Thanks for the follow. Solo. Yes, you are right. We have some words from our sponsor from this stream. We are doing a sponsored stream. Our sponsor this time around is Eden Seasonal. Now, if you've never heard about this before, I don't blame you. Eden Seasonal, it's a great game. Consider playing. ! Discord in the chat. Get on the action. You like this? You want to play this? You can. ! Discord. You can play Seasonal. It's going to start right after this final. You want to play? Go ahead. ! Discord in the chat. Join the Discord. Stay up to date. And make sure to join in on the Seasonal as well on the next tournament. Now, we do have T-Ver versus Cow2. Both players now on the DD. T-Ver caught the Frost Freeze in Cow2, sorry. And goes in for the DD. Now, Cow2 picked up a little shark that he dropped earlier. Cow2, 85% spec, whereas T-Ver has 35% spec. So T-Ver already used some of these VLS specs, whereas Cow2 can still use basically every VLS spec he has to his arsenal. Now, T-Ver missed a prayer there, got damaged at 27, and got damaged quite hard. Cow2 goes in for the VLS, it's a 26 through prayer. T-Ver got the prayer right there, just in time. Now, Cow2 gonna get refrozen here. T-Ver could go in for the DD just in a bit here. Gets another freeze, quite equal in this fight here. Although Cow2 already burned through his brew, whereas T-Fer still has his brew left. So T-Fer a little bit of an advantage there. Goes in for the spec, hits a 49 off prayer. Cow2 did not get the prayer on time. Goes in for the spec and still hits a 35. Now Cow2 gets frozen right there. Very important freeze. T-Fer can now go in for the DD. Cow2 is trying to get in a bolt. Both players should be looking for the next freeze here. This is going to be important. Whoever catches this is going to be in control of the fight. And of course, T-Fer catches the freeze. But Cow2 actually brought Mythal Seeds and is countering his opponent. Tries to go for the VLS, but actually jukes it by going back into the range. Now Cow2 still being murdered here. Only 4 sharks left on him. T-Fer's damage is just piling on. And he gets a 59 VLS off prayer and goes in for the KO. Cow2 down to our first KO. And T-Ver makes it to the next round. Now, here we go. We actually have a max Inferno Cape. Distura, only 1 shark left. Look at Angry Bolter. Angry Bolter has an Ancient Staff for extra mage defense while he's going full Avenge. Now, Angry Bolter is doing exactly what his name suggests. Being angry and just bolting his opponent to death. And it's working out for him. Disturbia, no food left. Angry Bolter, 5 sharks left. Disturbia on 4 HP, goes in for less, hits a 4th off prayer, and gets bolted with the 4 for the death. Angry Bolter making it through the next round. A little bit of a shitter match there. OG Teleblock. Hey, shout out to my boy OG. Long-time lid member, long-time player, and kills his opponent refund. Well played. Let's see. Do we have another max fight going on? Wait, let's skip through that fight. That would have been a good fight. There we go. Retarded versus Clutch. Now Retarded. Now, out of food. Tries to go for the redemption. Gets the redemption. Both players out of food. But Clutch still has one Phoenix necklace remaining, which he could equip at any time. Retard gets bolted and did not get the redemption. Retard goes down and Clutch making it through. Let's see. Any other good fights going on? Oh, here we go. Paul versus Boomer. Paul. Oh, actually, there we go. Boomer dead. Sorry. Well, okay. Then the only fight we have left is this one, which is just some range raggers. Okay, Boomer. Yep, okay. He died. Okay, Boomer. Well, this is not too interesting. We have Black versus LT. LT, 2 sharks remaining. 4 sharks on LT. LT in the lead here with his bolts. Does not look at... Oh my god, look at this. Look at this. Do you see this? Look at it. Is he just camping a PNAC, or is it a power Emmy? I think it's a PNAC. He didn't even bring a necklace. What a champ. Lidwin did not care, just brought a fucking PNAC, and he's out of sharks. Oh, Tryhard? Oh, I see the name. I see it now. Black. Still getting through. Still fighting. But LT Win actually up on this fight, even though he's just bolting his opponent. Black actually has no sharks left, whereas LT still has 2 sharks plus the Phoenix necklace, which you could proc at any moment. Prayer got dropped there, still has 1 Brudos remaining. Goes in for a bolt, is a 0, goes in for the Venge, which means that the next hit will damage him back. Which I think pretty much guarantees that Black will die here to LT Win. LT Win down to 43 HP, could go for the combo, but actually bolts down to 13. And Black dies. Actually, we have another fight going on. Look at this. We have Rag versus Crab. We saw Crab earlier fight. Rag Nation 69. Both players out of food, but Crab is 79 HP compared to 24 HP on Rag Nation 69. Rag Nation tries to go in for those blood barrages, tries to heals back, but flashes over and over and over again. Now gets frozen himself. Both players frozen to place. 27 Bolt pretty much puts it equal here. The next hit will be the deciding factor. An 11 Warhammer spec, not enough. The 20 barrage KOs Rag. Crab makes it to the next round. 32 players remain. So now, if you guys have a username of a player you guys want to check out, spam it in the chat and I'll try to find that specific fight. But don't be like, oh, show Barnes, because I don't know the username of Barnes. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know. Sea Engineer, hey, I miss DMM. I miss it too, man. But we do have Eden, which I guess is pretty similar. We do have this Eden tournament, which has an entire week plus a final hour for multi and 1v1s. So if you do want to play that, exclamation Discord in the chat for more information. Watch Hotline Dude. Hotline Dude. Pokimane 7. Alright, Hotline Dude, Pokimane 7. I'll remember those names. Right now we're just going to quickly wait until the next round starts. It appears to be a little bit of a pause here. There we go. Hotline, here we go. Right on the start. Best 92, Super, and Nea. Thanks for the follows. I appreciate it. Wait, why is this glitching? Hello? Hello? Pokimane 7 versus OG Teleblock. Hello? Hello? Oh, here we go. Okay, that was weird. Alright, you guys want Pokimane 7. There you go. We do have Pokimane 7 versus our man, OG Teleblock. Obviously, OG Teleblock. He's a veteran of Eden, a veteran of DMM, and a veteran of the stream. Big shout out to him. Goes in for Barrage on Pokimane. Both players still with 100% spec remaining, which means they should be starting to look these dumps very quickly, as we see OG Teleblock do. Goes in for spec immediately and hits a 40 off prayer. Now, OG Teleblock still in control of this fight. Pokimane unfrozen, goes into VLS. It's a 55 off prayer. Teleblock putting on the prey melee. A little too late there. It's costing him. Another VLS off prayer. Only it's a 0. Unfortunate for Pokimane. Pokimane now frozen. OG Teleblock goes in for the DD. Tries to get in control of this fight. But a staff badge is not what you're looking for, man. you should be doing a VLS whack, not a staff bash. Goes in for the VLS spec, hits a 10 off prayer. Another VLS spec, hits a 14. These damages are not what you're looking for. You want to see these 50s if you want to make it through the next round. Pokimane should be unfrozen here. Tries to go for a freeze, but it's Splash City. Both players trying to catch this very important freeze. And while they do it, they both camping protect melee whenever they can. VLS spec is a 52 off prayer. That's what you're looking for. OG Teleblock in the lead so far. Now Pokimane makes the same mistake and Staff Bashes OG Teleblock. Now Teleblock caught the freeze, goes in for that DD, and tries to take control of this fight. Now, Pokimane still has 70% spec remaining, which means that he has 2 more specs that he can use compared to OG Teleblock. So hopefully we can see him pull back into this fight. Otherwise, OG Teleblock is just going to take control and keep murdering his opponent here. The VLS finally comes in. It's a 42 of prayer. OG Teleblock was not ready for that one. Goes in VLS himself. Very risky to VLS on that low HP. Risked it for the biscuit, but only hit 0 on the risk. Now, next freeze. OG Teleblock on point there with the support and freezes. Catches it on Pokimane. Immediately goes in for the DD. That's what you're looking for. Now, let's see. Pokimane should be unfrozen here in just a little bit. OG Teleblock goes in for the defense. It's a 46 whack off prayer. I'm pretty sure it's basically a max hit. OG Teleblock's RNG is on fucking point. Catching every important freeze and catching every important VLS whack with high damages. Now Teleblock, frozen himself, but obviously used the Mythorseeds to get out of this DD. Equips his VLS. Very good read on his opponent. Goes out sideways instead of, diagonal instead of sideways to avoid the VLS damage. And that might be the deciding factor. 2 sharks left on OG Teleblock, 3 sharks left on Pokimane. Now Pokimane frozen, goes in for the VLS, and here we see OG Teleblock doing the exact same thing. 60 VLS, Jesus Christ, that puts him back in the fight. Hits a 0 bolt on prayer. Pokimane now 47 HP, gets ball bars to 17, which heals OG Teleblock a little bit. OG Teleblock now in 60 HP. Should be eating his last shark here. Same with Pokimane. Pokimane now 15 HP, no food left. OG Teleblock, no food left. Both players on 50 hit points. Pokimane goes in for the VLS. It's a 29 through prayer. Oh no, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it. Goes in for VLS. It's a 0. OG Teleblock needs to do something here. 15 HP remaining. Does not use a redemption. Pokimane goes in for the VLS. It's an 18 off prayer. And Pokimane makes it on to the top 16, eliminating OG Teleblock. Now, we have another fight going on here. Last Legend, we saw him fight before. First Haddle. Last Legend, no food left. Tries to trigger these redemptions. 2 HP left. Could he get a redemption here? Needs to be a 0 for a redemption here to trigger. Very unlikely. 20 barrage. Finish him off. Leading Haddle into the next round. And I believe that's it. Those are all the fights done. 16 players remaining. Now, any names that are still in, that you guys are aware that are still in, that you can post in the chat. Specific RSNs. No, like, Discord names. Specific names. First, Hobber. Okikez, Watch Hotline. TGMM2, Hotline. Ali. Show what they say with public on. No. I'm not making that mistake again. Because I once did that, and you can already imagine what people started spamming in the chat. Show Hotline? Alright. Hotline it is. Oh, this is loud. Let's turn it down a little bit. Alright, we'll watch Hotline when the fight begins. Hotline Pog? Hey, my man is in the stream. How is it only noobs in the 1v1s? I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe 4N. You should have been competing yourself. Hotline is a demon. We'll spectate him. Peanut Head. Hotline. There we go. Hotline versus Papa Brock. Now, both players in pretty much max gear here. Although Hotline still has a Carol's plate body and not an Armored chest plate, and still has Infinity boots compared to Papa Brock's Eternals. Other than that, we see Hotline only camping the DFS, whereas Brock has a DFS and an Ancient Wyvern shield, as well as a tank body. So Papa Brock bringing a lot more switches here. We're going to see if it works out for him. He's going to have to catch these on time. Now, both players immediately frozen, which means that they cannot use their special attacks just yet, which is what they want to do as soon as they can, because if you are using your spec, it means you'll start regenning, which means you can start specking faster. Now, both players just catching barrages here. not doing very much else. They know they're going to be about to be unfrozen. Prey mailers are going to be put up. Papa Brock now running in for the freeze. Hotline catches the insta refreeze and can now use the DD mechanic. And if he's smart, he should be going in for the VLS very soon here. That's what I'm saying. Goes in for the VLS, but Papa Brock predicts it. A 24 on prayer. Could go for another VLS here. Does not. Actually steps out. Goes in for the bolt off prayer. Hits a nice 33. Papa Brock thought he was going to get VLS. VLS in return. Only 23. His next free is going to be important. Papa Brock catches it. Could go for the DD here, but actually runs out himself. And there we go. Goes in for the DD. Papa Brock now in control of this fight. Goes up diagonal, so he can't be VLS. Goes in for VLS himself. Only a 0 off prayer. And no, Papa Brock and Bash Staff again. That's not what we're looking for. Papa Brock has been missing a couple hits here. Hotline in control of this fight. Hotline tries to go in for the DD. Catches the freeze. Both players now frozen into place. But we know that Papa Brock will be unfrozen earlier. And he goes in for the vets. It's at 55 of prayer. And immediately goes in for the DD. Hotline now on the edge. Has to eat up. Has to be ready to fight. Now both players frozen again. Hotline should be unfrozen here. Goes in for the seed actually. And takes his time to eat up and get his stats ready. Now, a VLS 59 off prayer. Papa Brock was not ready for that one. And a 33 barrage. Another VLS is a 26. Wow, this is... Papa Brock is being destroyed. Hotline in full control of this fight. Oh no. The shark is all that remains for Papa Brock. And look at how much food Hotline still has. So many sharks. There's no way he loses this. All he has to do is stay healthy and not get KO'd. DVU, Ditterbitter, Voss, welcome to the stream, boys. I see you guys. Hotline, taking some damage here. Tries to get this last freeze that he needs to win this fight. But catches, did not catch it there yet. Splashes, finally catches the freeze. And Papa Brock now ate his last shark. 31 health remaining. And the 40 bolt KOs him. Hotline making it into the top 8. Show Pokimane. Let's see if he's still alive. Angry Bolter, TG. I don't think Pokimane is still alive, man. I don't think that's... he's still alive. Actually, he does still have alive. But the fight isn't skipping. I'm sorry. It's a little bit of a weird system I'm dealing with. Yeah, it's not skipping to a fight. Oh, there we go. Pokemon 7 actually died. Alright. Well, I guess we'll just expect this. We have Clutch 1 versus Thiefer. Both players we saw earlier. Clutch 1 dying, actually. Thiefer making it through with 1 brew remaining. And we have TG versus Haddle. TG, no food left. Tries to get a redemption. Haddle, 87 HP remaining. Now, both players, no spec left. Haddle, very good with the switches here. Switches to his tank every single hit. This is what you want to see from these expert PKings. I mean, expert PKers, sorry. And Haddle did take the victory there with 3 sharks remaining. QK versus Moneyman. Moneyman, no sharks left. QK, 1 brew dose remaining. But he is on 62 HP, whereas Moneyman is on 82. We should see QK drink his last brew soon. Assuming he realizes that it's still there. Oh, Money Man, Monkey Man, illiterate. I'm sorry, dude. It's Monkey Man, okay? Monkey Man, no food remaining. KQ, no food as well. 86 HP versus 55. Both players about to get their spec back, so they could go in for those sneaky VLS KOs. But Monkey Man caught the freeze, tries to stay in control of this fight. KQ, 15 HP remaining. Monkey Man still 69 HP, very comfortable. Goes in with the bolt. Only it's a 0 off prayer. Not what you're looking for. Ooh, KQ goes in for the big barrage hit. The next bolt hits a 9. Fight's pretty much equal. 33 and a 41 VLS spec. There it is. He just got his spec back to regen and takes back the fight. And KQK making it through the next round. Rip Monkey, rip him indeed. F in the chat. Alright, I think that's it. I think we're down to what, 8 people now? 8 remaining? 8 players remaining? Hotline for the win? Ooh. Let's see, what is this? Yeah, that's, yeah, you can't say that, man. What is this? I'm gonna win? Well, I believe you, dude. You better win, because we're going to have a winner interview if you are going to be the victor here. We're going to have to wait until the next round starts. I believe there's only 8 people remaining, which means we should see the next fight happen in this arena over here. Yep, there we go. Alright, which fight do you guys want to see? You want to see Thiever versus Ko, KQ, Hotline. You guys want to see Hotline, right? You guys want to see Hotline. I mean, I'll make sure that you can view all fights at the forts at the same time. But I can only shoutcast one of them at the same time. So, how about this? You guys okay with this? You guys can see all the fights, but we're going to be specifically focusing on Haddle versus Hotline. Now, Hotline immediately goes into Barrage, immediately catches it, goes in for the Veal Spec right away. It's a 30. Hotline already in control of this fight. He was not lying when he said he's going to go in for the win here. Haddle already on the back foot. Hotline should go in for the VLS here soon, but actually goes in for the Bolt because he knows his opponent is camping prey melee. Tracy goes in for the Barrage. Haddle finally catches the Barrage. Puts on Smite with the VLS. Haddle is not what you're looking for, man. Hotline got that VLS on Prayer. Hotline tries to go in for the VLS, but Haddle... Oh, these mains are so similar, man. Hotline, ooh, gets VLS to 56 off Prayer. That could put Haddle back into the fight. Hotline tries to go in for the next Barrage, which is going to be key here. Hotline did not catch the freeze. Haddle got inside and goes in for the 52 off Prayer. These specs are insane from Haddle, and that puts him right back into this fight. Look at the food drivens already. These VLS specs are really adding up. Another Bolt off Prayer. Hotline, he's not doing too hot, man. He's really not. 11 Blood Barrage heals Haddle even more. Hotline now goes back under DDD. But look at how many sharks he has left. It's only a couple left, and he gets VLS spec even harder. He cannot catch a break. Haddle basically full food, just working Hotline over and over and over again. He just can't catch a break. There's nothing he can do. Finally, a 0 on Hotline. What's Hotline gonna do here? 75 HP, only 2 sharks left. Not much he can do. Tries to go in for the Barrage, we can DD. Goes in for less to 45. Finally some RNG on his side. But is it even gonna matter? Hotline is down to his final shark, 95 health remaining. Haddle still basically full food, and I think he's gonna take the victory here. There's no way he's gonna die unless he's gonna get somehow wombo comboed by a Bolt into a VLS, but I don't see it happening. Hotline tries to go in for that VLS, only it's a 15. Haddle tries to catch the last freeze of the fight, did catch it, and could go in for the DD there. Haddle and Hotline now both frozen into place. Hotline still hasn't taken any damage since we last checked. Still has that 1 shark remaining. Hotline gets VLS, 7 through Prayer. Hotline trying to get some distance between himself. Hotline is kind of perm crit after this fight. True, man. Look at the shark difference. Look at how much food Haddle has left over. Both players now frozen away from each other, which all they can do now is Barrage and Bolt. A little bit of a comeback here on this side, not gonna lie. Only 10 Bolt spec, Haddle, 4 sharks remaining. But I don't think it's gonna matter, man. 4 sharks, that's 100 health. These Blood Barrage are just piling up. But the VLS spec at 40, that could be something. At our 14, ooh, that could have been something, man. But Haddle dropped his Prayer and got frozen. Now only 13 HP remaining, puts in a redemption, 0 Bolt. Haddle goes in for the last Barrage. He's at 21 for the KO. And Haddle is our first semi-finalist. Now, we still have Maxer West versus Zur. Zur, 1 shark remaining. Maxer West, no food left. 37 HP versus a combined 102 HP of Zur. Zur should be catching this last freeze of the fight here, but no, Maxer catches it instead. Goes in for the DD, already puts up his redemption. Ooh, could be something here. It's a 23. Maxer West still not frozen, still could move around. Tries to go in for the Juke VLS, hits a Bolt instead. But Zero is not falling forward. Zero now 75 HP. Maxer 35. Both players out of food. Zero's being worked here. Goes in for a very late VLS. But somehow Maxer survives. 25 HP versus 39. Both players could still trigger those redemptions. Although Zero has no prayer left. He can only redemption once and that's it. Whereas Maxer West could redemption twice. And Maxer West with the fucking comeback. Making it through. God damn, Maxer West with the comeback. Holy shit. Radlords top 4? Is this confirmed? Wait, top 4 all Radlords? Is this? No? Well, which clans are these? Wait, alright. Hold on, guys. We're gonna quickly do this. Public on. And then we're gonna go back to the 1v1 area. Let's see. Come on. Load the 1v1 area. Oh, wait. We're gonna have to wait till the fight starts. I'm sorry. I did just put on public. So if they are at GDCs, no. We're gonna... I can't skip to them until they start fighting. Thinking. We're gonna have to spam tab? No, it doesn't do anything. GDC, Pog. This was the final area, man. This is where the slaughter happens. Okay, there we go. Now the fights have started. Okay. 4 players remaining. Alright, good luck, Abu. Is Abu still in? Alright, so if you are still in the finals and you are in the stream, public's on. So you could hashtag your team if you want, so we can confirm on which team you are. Public is on, and we can now read your messages. So hashtag your team if you want to. Which do you want to see? I am Max or West. Are you, though? Alright, we do have Max versus Haddle here. We saw these players duke it out earlier. Haddle immediately gets frozen. Max West tries and take control of this fight. Immediately runs up, but gets frozen himself. Now both players frozen into place here. All they can do is mage and range and juke as much as they can. Haddle should be unfrozen in 3 seconds here and could go in for the VLS. That's exactly what he does. Interview after the finals? Yes, sir, if we can. Maxer gets VLS at 19, but predicts the VLS. Very well done. Haddle tries and gets the next freeze so he can be in control of this fight. But Maxer West is obviously trying to do this, and we actually saw KQ. Oh my god! KQ gets comboed by the VLSs, did not put on his prey melee, and he fucking drops. And Tifer is already our next finalist. Oh my god, what a guy. Dies to a VLS spec in the finals. That should not be happening. Maxer West and Haddle still duking out here. Very much equal. Haddle goes in for the VLS, but accidentally staff bashes instead. Another VLS spec into 29. Another VLS spec returned. Another prey melee. Another 21. These players very good on their prey melees. I haven't seen many whacks off prayer yet, but we now see both players on frozen. Very interesting move from Haddle there. They were frozen into place, and Haddle decides to seed away to create some distance, so all they can use is major range without using melee. Haddle now should be unfrozen in just a bit here. Max West as well. They trade VLS specs, both of them on prayer. 17 versus 26. Max West gets unfrozen here. Haddle now in control of this fight. Let's look at the fruit though. Haddle, 1 Brutos remaining and around 7 Sharks, whereas Maxer West only has 5 Sharks remaining. Maxer West is getting piled here. A 0 off prayer. Unfortunate for him. Maxer West really needed that damage. Gets hit at 26. Should be eating his Sharks here. Very low HP on him indeed. 57 only. Haddle should be eating up here. Does so. 72 HP remaining. And only 3 Sharks. Haddle in control here. Maxer West, 3 Sharks remaining. Gets hit another 22. That's another Shark down. Every hit here that counts is another Brew gone for his enemy, which means that Haddle should be in control of this fight here. VLS does not quite reach just yet because Maxer West did actually not have his spec available. Haddle now just got his spec back, so he could go in for a sneaky VLS here. Maxer West goes into the FS swipe at 25. Both players frozen into place here. VLS spec came in. Only a 0, excuse me. Maxer West, no food left on him. Gets pulled at 21, 44 HP remaining. Haddle, a combined health of 140 versus Maxer's at 44 HP, which is a 100 damage difference, which a VL spec here, 24 rather, could have made the difference there if this was off prayer. Haddle should be catching the next freeze here, but actually, Maxer, a little bit of a comeback here. Haddle is extremely low, 49 HP remaining. He eats his final Sharks, 89 HP versus 42. Only a 40 damage difference here. Maxer West, a little bit of a comeback. That's very impressive, but he gets blood burst himself, which means that Haddle now on 82 HP, Maxer West on 33. He should be block barraging. Does so. Gets a 13 block barrage off. 28 versus 15 HP. But that 17 bolt could be the killer there. The procs actually gets the redemption procs. But the 23 barrage KOs him. And Haddle makes it to the final. Haddle and Tifer both into these finals. Hashtag Ratlords, by the way. At least one member in Ratlords. Now, Tifer, is he in Ratlords too? That's the real question. Is Ratlords going to have a back-to-back-to-back victory here? That would be impressive. He is? He is. That means that Ratlords guaranteed first and second place, which means that they will obviously guarantee win. And this will mean that they will take their third victory in 2020, giving them the back-to-back-to-back wins. Undefeated in 2020. Very impressive. And once again, for everyone new in the stream, this is the Eden Deadman Mode Tournament Final. Players here have been starting from last Saturday, from level 3, just as a regular Deadman Mode tournament, grinding up their stats, grinding up their gear, all for this final, playing for 2 billion 07 GP. And if you are enjoying this content, exclamation point Discord in the chat, so you get linked for all the information that you need. And right after this tournament, there's going to be a seasonal right after. Seasonal, it's going to be good. There's probably going to be a clan competition, which means you can compete in there and potentially win some money yourself. And if you do compete in the next final, you can win yourself 2 bill as well. Now, here we go. Haddle versus Tifer. Both players trying to go in for those sneaky early VLSs. This is exactly what they do. 25% spec left on Haddle. Tifer, 50% spec left. You could go in for one more spec. It's just a matter of when he does so. Can we mute some of the spam? Thank you. Tifer and Haddle both frozen into place here, which means they cannot dump their VLS specs just yet. Mods, please mute the spammers. Thank you. Tifer and Haddle still duking it. Haddle goes in for less, hits a 29. There we go. Tifer goes in for the less himself, hits a 24, I think, on Haddle. Pretty equal here. Still, both players dipping into their food. Now we see Haddle already dipping into his brews, whereas Tifer has a full brew left. So much spam, yeah, it should be resolved here. The mods are finally waking up. Now, Tifer and Haddle both frozen into place here, which means all they can do is juke it out with Mage and Range. Which, what we're going to see is they're going to switch into their tank, then one tick into their Magic, and then quickly Barrage, and then switch back into tank. Now, we see Haddle frozen into place here. Tifer tried to go in for the VLS, but took a second too long, and he got frozen into place. Haddle should be unfrozen here just a little bit. Tifer on the back foot here. It looks like he has burned through more sharks, but he still has his full brew left. A VLS spec was one ticked, a 9 through prayer, and a 26 through prayer. What seasonals? Oh my god, no! Tifer KOs him with the VLS spec, and then so much food remaining. Tifer is your Eden champion of this tournament. As we know, he is in fact Ratlords, giving Ratlords back-to-back-to-back victories. And that concludes the Eden Deadman Mode Tournament Final. And as I said, Seasonals will be live in just a second here. And you can play, if you want, !Discord in the chat. And we're going to see if we can get a winner interview here. Let's see if we can find out who exactly won. Barnes? Check. Oh, okay. Alright, so, Hakunyo is the one who won. But I know that he is not much of a talker. And I know that Barnes, obviously leader of Ratlords, competing himself, getting into the prize money, should actually be ready for a interview with him instead. Hakuna, if you do, or Hakunyu, sorry, if you do want an interview, make sure to PM me on Discord and we'll get it set up. But I know you're not much of a big talker. No, DB, we're not going to get you into the stream. Hello, Barnes.
Hello, hello.
All right. Well, first of all, congratulations to
Thank you very
winning
much.
back-to-back Eden tournaments.
Appreciate that.
So, did we see you compete into the top 4? From what I heard.
The guy who got KO'd by like a 20?
Yep, that was you. Yep. All right.
Yeah, I don't know where that was, but I don't know. No, honestly, I splashed like 9 times, and I was like, well, I fucking lost this fight. So I'm like chilled out, but Akuna's fucking full steam ahead, KO'd me. Couldn't do much about it. He's a beast. He's a really good PKer. Obviously, happened to golf too. Like Akuna's fucking good. Golf's good. We had a great lineup coming into this. We had a great strategy. We had a great plan. It just goes to show, the leadership over at Rat Lords is probably a lot better than, other teams that I won't say. But we always have the best plan. We always have the best people in. And I don't know if anyone's surprised about this, but we got first, second, and third.
Congratulations.
It's been good. A shout out to. We're actually gonna give a shout out to a couple people. Shout out to OT. They well, they were in the cross, and we weren't hitting each other, because if we hit each other, then obviously everyone dies, nobody wins. So in game, we were like, hey, do you guys want to off each other? And they were like, yeah. It wasn't an alliance, but we just didn't want to, we had respect for the fact that we probably both would have died. So shout out to them. Shout out to EX and CD, whoever was in their alliance. But honestly, this was the third one in 2020, and the other one we got second place in. 3-peat. Rat Lords, easily the best team in DMM for Eden. Same shit happened on 07, like a month ago. Guys, this isn't new to me. This isn't new to me.
You guys have been winning a lot lately, honestly. Actually undefeated 2020.
Yeah.
Now I do have a question. Getting in these victories, how do you prepare for the finals? What do you do that puts you ahead of the other players?
We had a lot of rituals. Late night we get on RedTube and we do some group like bonding.
Okay, dude.
So we have some of those late night.
Okay, dude.
We do baths like right before the tourney. Last night I took a nice hot bath, popped up in Discord, talked to the boys. Nothing crazy.
You talked to the boys while you were in a bathtub.
I mean, there's nothing weird about that, right?
Don't you think it's a little weird?
Anyways,
moving on.
Yeah, and pleasure. Thanks for all the teams actually showing up. Big thank you to Cosign. Cosign's the boy. He's got about 10 times better customer support than fucking RuneScape. Kid's a beast. Guys like always on there. Julius, Neoflares.
Shout out to all of them.
Yeah, they all chipped in, and thanks for everybody for playing. This wouldn't be possible if the community didn't get together and actually play
very true
a DMMT. So
and people can play right now if they want. Seasonal will be live in just a second, so if they want to compete in that, they can go right into the action.
Yeah. So just before you add anybody else in, we got the best feeders, the best feeds, the best team, the 3-peat. We have it all here. If you guys want to be a part of it, we may have something that we could work out. But yeah, you can invite whoever you guys want. Thanks to everybody in Rat Lords. Thanks to everybody in DL. Thanks to everybody who showed up. Thanks to everybody in Tata. Thanks to everybody for coming together and doing this.
I appreciate the interview, man. Thanks a lot.
Cheers.
All right, that was Barnes from Rat Lords taking in the back-to-back-to-back victory. Now, we could go into an autism call. We do this sometimes, but I also will give a fair warning that if we go into the autism call, it's gonna be people flaming each other, and I'm not gonna even have a second to talk because they're just gonna be screaming and literally reeing into their microphones as much as they can to squeeze in the max amount of autism. Now, we could do that if you guys want that. All right. If you are a clan leader, you can go into the general voice chat of Eden, and I'll move you into the locked channel for the autistic version of this thing. All right, let's move. There we go.
Yo, what's up, boys?
What up? Welcome. Let's move Jassy in
undefeated
here.
2020.
Let's move Dad botting in here. That's always good content. Let's move Blacknet's leader Mo into here.
Yo.
Hey, Lit, what was that?
What's good, bro? Who am I talking to? Hold on,
What'd you guys get? Top 64?
Yo, what's up?
Where am I?
They didn't even get
Oh, what's
into school.
good?
What do you mean?
Yo,
Oh, welcome everyone.
what's up, Giller? Yo,
Welcome.
I heard you said we were with OT. We were solo.
You were.
Solo, bro. Yeah, we were solo.
Yeah, look,
OT
look
and
at how that worked
CD.
out for you.
Hold on,
Maybe,
hold on.
maybe,
OT.
maybe pick an alliance next
you
time.
you want to let me talk though? Okay.
Not really.
OT and CD, EX, Rat Lords all sat in the cross. We killed them, and then we killed the whole of Black Nance, Bark, fucking GG, whatever other shit clans they had. We killed them
we
too.
had 0 deaths.
Yo,
We
you want me
had
to?
0
You want me to? You want me to
Oh,
show
yeah,
you the
you had 0
POV?
deaths, yeah.
Yo, thank you.
Crazy,
Hey,
because
clearly.
I got like 8 kills myself just on you guys. You guys
Well,
had 0
3 in
deaths.
top 4. Where were you guys at? Top 64
Shit's
maybe?
crazy.
Yo,
Second round?
yo,
Imagine. Hold on, no, real quick though. 5 clans, you made 250 mil. 5 clans.
Alright.
You're
Hey,
solo.
we made
Think about that.
1.75 bill though. I don't know
But
what
how,
you
how
made.
come that
Who-
Lit,
I don't even
the
know who
dominant
you are.
force, hasn't been able
You
to
made
pick up
0.
a victory
That's
in
all I know.
2020
You made
yet? What
nothing.
happened?
I don't even know who you are, to be honest.
You played a week
am I
to make
talking to?
nothing.
Who am I talking to though? Who am I talking
You
to?
got
though?
8 kills in final hour to win nothing.
Who am I? Tito,
won
you sat
nothing.
in the cross like rats, and then you said, no, hold on though. Yeah, hold on.
Vito,
Yo, you want an op count? Hold on. I'm gonna upload the vid. Listen, hey, cool, bro. Listen. I'm gonna upload the vid. We lost 2 people. You want to see the vid? We got a fallen.
Is that fact? 2 people?
We got a fallen.
Seems like you're stuttering there a little bit,
We
man.
lost.
Are the nerfs
No,
getting
listen,
to you?
listen.
Hold
I'm a-
hold
Stop
on.
yelling,
He was in 1v1s. Us was in 1v1s. He was in 1v1s. What are you talking about? You got
Can't hear
RNG.
Tito? No, you
He
can't.
got first rounded. He got first
listen
rounded. He
here,
didn't
Tito.
get RNG. He got first rounded.
He died like top 16. I don't even know who he died to. But listen,
He
when we
He
killed
did
you,
it. What are
when
you
we killed
saying?
listen, hold on. I just want to make one thing clear. Louis spent 4 bill on this Eden for
What the fuck's
250
going
mil,
on?
and
This is the
OG
max
teamed with
autism.
fucking 5 clans. OG teamed with 5 clans to sit
Who
in
did
cross
we
and all
team
die.
with? Who did we team
I'm
with?
gonna upload the
alright,
videos.
alright.
Dead
That's
botting on
actually
YouTube.
alright.
Listen to me. Dead
Who
botting
did
on
we team
YouTube.
with?
Listen to me. You team
Bro.
with CD,
Nobody's
EX, and
listening
Rat
to
Lords,
you. We
all in
did
the
an
cross.
ally with 5 people. No one's
Rat
listening
Lords,
to you.
EX, and CD. That's who you team with.
What do you
team
mean?
with 5
How
clans
did we
to sit in the
how did we
cross.
team with Rat Lords?
Great team.
Hey, listen, dead botting on YouTube. I'm gonna
Hey,
public the vid. I'm gonna public.
We're gonna wait
I'm
for your
gonna
video.
public
man.
the
We're gonna
vid.
wait for your
I'm
video.
gonna public a vid.
I'm
No one
I'm
cares.
uploading the vid. Listen,
Nobody
I'm uploading the
cares.
vid. Listen to me. I'm
Nobody's
uploading the vid. I'm gonna
listening
public
to
the vid
you.
of all you dying in the cross.
Nobody's listening
And then
to you.
then we'll see
Okay,
us losing
guys,
half
well-
our numbers.
That was enough autism. I don't know. Do you guys really want to continue listening to this? I mean, I guess we can for a few more minutes, but there's literally no point into listening to this anymore. They're just literally spamming each other. We want more? Yes? Okay, fine. I won't say a thing. It's fine.
No.
We won. You lost. You lost.
What the
Simple
fuck
as
are
that.
you?
Hey,
Don't worry
I'm
about
aware
it.
that's
You
good.
lost.
Who's the second guy
Anybody
streaming?
know
It's
who's
Apple.
1.7 bill, baby.
Let's
Does
move in,
anybody know
Jackson.
who's
Let's
talking?
move in, Jackson.
Whole team
Who's
is
you
showing
win
dead
that
body.
body, huh?
Who's talking to me?
And they got cleared
Hey,
by
dead
Black
botting,
Man.
you're washed up. You're trash.
Welcome,
Who
Jackson.
the fuck is that guy?
Yo,
You
yo,
got nothing
yo.
but
Who the fuck
lose.
is that guy?
Yo,
You got nothing but
What the
lose,
fuck
dead
up?
botting. You're
Who is
garbage.
this?
Yo, real
You're
talk.
nothing
Boss
now.
nigga
You're
spot
nothing.
bait.
Somebody,
Stand the
somebody,
chance.
Washed
somebody,
up garbage.
somebody tell me in
Jesus.
fucking Twitch chat who I'm talking to. I don't even know who I'm talking to. I can't find the
Actually,
Discord.
if I can win,
Who's actually
but I
talking?
couldn't.
Calm down.
Nah, shut
The
the fuck
fuck
up.
is
Who's
that guy?
talking right now?
Alright, calm down.
Yo, Nico, yeah, you fucking
God
dumb nigga.
damn.
Like, I'm gonna kill you.
Whoa, okay, yeah, we're done. We're done. Yep, we're done. Yep, we're done. That was it. Yep, that was it. And just for information, this is why it's a bad idea to go into a group all with 20 people flaming each other, okay? Yeah, that was it. Yep, that was it. Alright, well, boys, that's gonna be the end of me. I appreciate all of you tuning in. I really do. The chat has been spamming a lot. I appreciate it. You guys have been putting in some good memes. Once again, this was the Eden Dead Memo Tournament. Rat Lords taking home the victory back to back for them. And DMM Seasonal of Eden will be live in just a moment. Now, if you do want to play that, you can type !Discord in the chat or !Eden, and you can play the Seasonal, get a feel of the game, and then as soon as there's going to be a new tournament, you can play that and compete for 2 Bill 07 yourself. Now, once again, shout out to the Eden mods. I appreciate all of you taking the time to organize this event. And I'm, of course, grateful to host this. I hope all of you had a good viewing experience. I try my best. It can be a little bit iffy sometimes, but I do appreciate all of you tuning in for this Eden Dead Memo tournament final. Who won? Rat Lords took the victory once again. Now, that's going to be it for me. Once again, thank you all for watching. I'm gonna see if there's quickly someone that we can host. Oh, we can host Pure Spam. I mean, that guy, he hosts the regular Deadman tournaments. I have big respect for him, so we're gonna host him after this. Once again, !Discord in the chat, !Eden, and you can play seasonal within minutes, as far as I'm aware. Maybe it's gonna take like 30 minutes to set up, but it should be live very, very soon. Now, once again, thank you all for watching. My name is Giller, and I will see you guys in the next.
You report Junior as well.